Yo, 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 yo.
What's good, Panther Nation? Welcome back to Two Fans in the Stand. Once again, I'm your boy Tony,
And I'm CJ.
and today we're going to today we're going to discuss the undrafted free agents and who we think will make the 53-man roster. Let's
Yes, sir.
go.
Yeah. Well, Tony, I said let's sit around and chit chat for a second. Let some folks get in here.
All right, no problem, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
What's been good with you, cuz? How you been today?
I'm doing good, man. Trying to cook some ribs at the last minute. The missus wanted some ribs, so I had to make sure I get them to her.
Oh, you ain't out there getting your chef homeboy idea on, are you?
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, one of them probably just pulled them off just now. So
Already,
yeah,
already.
man.
To unfortunately where I'm located, we can't have a grill on the balcony. So I gotta make do with the air fryer.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I hear you. I hear you.
All right, what's up, Ken folk? What's up, cousin Kimberly? Welcome, welcome.
Hey. Chris, what up?
Yeah,
Oh, it's Kim. Okay. My bad. What up? I didn't
yeah.
see the first comment.
I
K
saw the first one. I
Bell.
was like, I don't know who that is.
K Bell, my big little sister. She older than me, but she's shorter than me.
Still, here we go.
Well, both my sisters are older than me, but I'm their little big brother, and they're my big little sister. That's what we always call each other.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right.
You see
I
how
can
God
dig
wish I had some of those ribs. Hey, let me tell you, I'm gonna put a hurting on them here in a little bit.
it.
All good. Yeah, man. Let me see.
Kinfolk, where you at today? You on the road, man, or you at the home chilling?
Heading to Knoxville. I hear you, man. I hear you.
Oh, okay. All right. Get
And
that
Beth says
money,
she
player.
home. I see you, Kim. All right. Anybody in here that wants to hop on live with us, talk a little bit Panther football, I put the invite link into the chat. So if anybody wants to hop on here with us and you know, give another perspective besides our own, feel free to come on in.
All right. Feel free to chop it up with us. Don't be a stranger.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Don't be
Tony.
a
Well, shoot.
stranger.
We can I said we can go ahead and get to it.
All right. So, like I said, I wanted, today I want to put the focus on the undrafted free agents.
Mm-hmm.
And especially the ones who I feel have the potential to make the 53-man roster. I mean, we put everybody puts a lot of attention on the five, drafted players from the draft. And,
Oh yeah.
respectfully so, we get it. But the undrafted free agents, a lot of them is where, the shine they shine is not what I
Mm.
really wanted to say, but it was already out my mouth, so I'm gonna go with it. But you can pull a diamond, you can put a diamond out the coal mine in the undrafted free agent market, and there's some potential um undrafted free agents that we signed who I
Mm-hmm.
feel definitely have room to make some noise and potentially make the 53-man roster, not just the practice squad, but just the roster.
Oh yeah.
But the rest of them, they definitely have an opportunity to make the practice squad as well. Because I'm under the belief that the practice squad that we had last year, we're gonna see a lot of turnover at this year because Frank Wright and those guys are going to bring in their own people. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh yeah.
feel like there's gonna be a lot of turnover with the practice squad, which is a 16-man roster, and then there's definitely some weak links who we feel need to be replaced, especially on defense. And I think
Indeed.
some of these undrafted free agents uh got a chance to shine. So let's just run down the quick list of the undrafted free agents.
All
Once
right.
again, we
All right,
got the
and hold
defensive
on,
end.
and before we do that, like I always say,
Okay.
I'm handling a little bit of business here. If you haven't already and you watching this, like, subscribe, ring that bell so you know when our videos come out, you know when we going live, and we appreciate the love and support.
Oh, okay. All right. I think I just accidentally hit a button. Did I do that or you?
No, that was you. I was gonna tell you,
Mhm.
let me hit the buttons, but you good.
Okay. No, no, go
And
my
shout out
bad.
to hold on, shout out to my mom-in-law, Laverne. You know, she said, "Hey, fellas, hey, mom."
Oh, hey, Mama Law. Heard a lot about you, Miss Lady. Welcome, welcome. But
All
yeah,
right, I'm
let's
sorry, Tony. Go ahead.
no, you good. Let's run down this list real quick. You
All
want
right,
throw the list back up there?
it's up.
Oh, I can't see it. Do I need to put it back in
No, it's hold on. It's
okay,
up
there
there.
we go. All right, there we go. So
Hold on,
we got
hold on, hold
defense.
on, hold on, hold on. It's not up there. Hold on one second. Give me a second.
I see it.
All right, there we go. All right,
What's
go
up,
ahead.
Kevin? What's going on? How you doing?
Kevin, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Glad you can make it,
All right.
man. Glad you can make it.
So the first undrafted free agent, we got Jalen Redman, defensive end out of Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Trevez Moore, outside linebacker from Arizona State. Iku Leota, another outside linebacker from Auburn. Austin Ajaki, inside linebacker out of UNLV. Bumper Pool, inside linebacker out of Arkansas.
Bumper pool.
Kobe Richardson is a cornerback out of LSU. Don't do that. I'm not, I ain't messing with you on that boy name. Mark Milton, cornerback out of Baylor. Nico Bolden, safety out of Kent State. Cam Peoples, running back out of Appalachian State. Josh Van, wide receiver, South Carolina. Ricky
Mm-hmm.
Lee, offensive tackle from North Carolina A&T, Aggie Pride. Nash Jensen, offensive guard, North Dakota State. And Rajon Wright, cornerback out of Oregon State. Now, out of those 13 undrafted free agents, there's about five and a strong possible. You know how you got your partner, y'all playing spades, and your partner already done bid at five because they going with the five draft picks from the draft. So I'm gonna go with another strong five and the possible, maybe six. So looks like we we have the potential to run a good Boston here. All right. So if anybody plays spades and know what I'm talking about, you know what it is.
Okay. All right, let me go ahead
Yeah.
and get the first one here.
Okay. So the first one is my man Jalen Redman, defensive end out of Oklahoma. 6'3", 298 pounds. Ran a 4.8 at the 40 at the combine and had 27 reps on the bench press. Now, what I like about Jalen Redman is his versatility. Some
Mm-hmm.
people call him a tweener because they say he's probably just a little bit, on a light end for a defensive tackle. But if
That's
you
fair.
go and watch this, yeah, if you go and watch his tape though, he
Mm-hmm.
played a lot at nose tackle from Oklahoma,
Yeah.
and I mean, he wasn't getting pushed around. He
Mm-mm.
was shooting the gaps.
Blowing up double
Quick
teams.
first, yeah, quick first step, violent hands,
Mm-hmm.
using good technique. I love his swim move. From a nose
Mm-hmm.
tackle position, but he can also slide out to defensive end. So
Yeah.
he offers you some versatility, especially in this 3-4. He can definitely play defensive end and nose tackle. So you think about like on 4th and 10 or 4th and 15, and we put in that NASCAR package. I don't know what
Mm-hmm.
Evero's going to call it, but you putting in your speed rushers. He can definitely be a speed rusher for you working from the nose tackle position. I think the reason why he went undrafted is because he has a history of injuries. And
Yeah,
that's one thing that you don't want to have, I feel, on your resume coming into the league when you're already being labeled as injury prone. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
On
But they
top
say they say
of
it's a
what,
steal though, because
yeah,
NFL.com had him as a 5th or 6th round pick. So
right. Yeah,
he can stay
I
healthy.
feel exactly because I definitely feel like he would be a steal, but
Mm-hmm.
that's the key thing. It can he stay healthy? If he can stay healthy, somebody gonna lose their position this year because I have no doubt that this guy can make the 53-man roster.
Yeah.
Kevin said, "Whatever happened to David Clown? I keep hearing stuff about him. You hear anything?"
I think it's just whispers.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it, Kevin. Uh, Personally, in my opinion, I wouldn't want Jadeveon Clowney because for the money that he asked for, the production doesn't match, and you 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 don't know necessarily what you get with Jadeveon Clowney. You know what I'm saying? On a
Yeah,
consistent
I can't
basis.
disagree
Let me
with you
say
on
that.
that one. Yeah,
On a consistent
consistency.
basis,
Yep.
you don't know what you're going to get with him. And he may not play a full season because he always has some type of little nagging injury. There's always
Mm-hmm.
a reason why he's missing games. So unless you can get him on a real good, you know, veteran deal or something like that, me personally, I wouldn't waste my time with him. Yannick
Yeah.
in Ndakwe is still out there. And I've heard a little something about that may
Yeah, I
be a
think I heard the same
possibility.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he played under Frank Wright in Indianapolis, so
I heard he
he's still a
followed a
free
bunch of the
agent.
Panthers players on Instagram too.
Yeah, yeah. So
So
yeah, I would rather have Yannick Ndakwe instead of Jadeveon Clowney, my man.
yeah. But I think a lot of people, it's a feel good story because he's from Rock Hill, went to I think it's South Point High School, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, went to South
So
Point High School.
he's a local product, and of
Yeah,
course he's out there. Everybody's gonna try and tie him to the Panthers, but I'm not
yeah.
gonna say I wouldn't want him here, but it would be worth a shot.
Well, like I
I
said,
wouldn't
for
see what he do.
for the money that he's probably asking for,
Yeah.
and it always seems like he's more about his money than about the team.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm Frank Wright, getting a second chance and being the head coach and turn around the program, that's a headache that you wouldn't want.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that, you know. But
And
like I
then
said, if
still though, he might change his mind. He might change that dollar figure. It might drop down some. You know,
yeah, yeah, that's a possibility.
you know
That's a
me. I'm always the
possibility.
one that says you never know. So
Yeah.
hey,
All right, so let's go to number two. Who we got?
Rajon Wright.
Okay,
Now
I
this
like
this
this
is
guy
my
right here.
favorite one out the bunch here.
Yeah, Rajon Wright, cornerback out of Oregon State, 6'2", 201 pounds. He has great size and length, and he's very versatile. Scheme versatile. He likes to play press man, but he's also good in zone coverage. Um, the thing about him is he needs to clean up a little bit on his technique,
Mm-hmm.
flipping his hips, getting his hip turned around, on time and things like that. But he got good acceleration, good at tracking the ball, and he got that dog in him. I like them
Mm-hmm.
cornerbacks that got a little attitude, little to him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Talk a
yeah.
little smack. Cause hey, you gotta have that kind of attitude, in my opinion, when you're on the island out there by yourself. It's just mano a mano. You and the man in front of you. What you gonna do? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Yeah.
So you gotta you gotta have a little attitude,
Mm-hmm.
well, you gotta have a little attitude about yourself. But I love Rajon Wright, and I think he has a great opportunity of making that 53-man roster. He's definitely one of
Yeah.
the guys that I'm hoping, let me say that, I'm hoping
Mm-hmm.
to see good things out of, because I believe there's some cornerbacks that we have currently on the roster who position is definitely in trouble.
Mm. And I think I spelled
Yeah.
his name wrong, so I apologize if he ever watches this. I
Yeah,
think I got the
I
J
think
and the Z mixed up.
no, that's about right. It's spelled
Oh, it
right.
is? Oh, okay,
Rajon.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
it's spelled right.
All right.
All right. Well,
But,
what you think
and
about Rajon?
I like him. And, looking at what NFL.com says his weaknesses are, can be too nonchalant in preparing to flip and run, inconsistent with route squeeze from off coverages, too eager to play the short route on high-low combination, and says will need to cut back on penalties. I think those are all things that, with the right tutelage, he can fix. The Panthers can fix. Because we got
Yeah.
D'Angelo Hall back there, and Evero is he comes in being great with cornerbacks. So
Right.
and to be honest with you, I just like his size. 6'2", 201 pounds. Yeah, if he can come in and play and he's got that size, because we got another one on this list that's also over 6 feet too. So
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
now I
definitely.
love Dante Jackson to death, but he's small for a cornerback.
Yeah.
That'd
Yeah,
be like me if
definitely.
I was out there. I'd be short for a cornerback. You know what I mean? So yeah. But
What's
I
going on,
like
Rock
him.
Jones?
What's up, Rock?
Oh, my bad.
But
My bad. I thought you was done. My bad. Go
oh
ahead.
no, you good, you good. Hey, you straight. But
All
no,
right.
this was a good pickup. This was a good pickup that I thought they did in the undrafted free agents, because I was thoroughly pissed off that we didn't get a cornerback during the draft. Okay. So I'm gonna
Yes,
say
you and
this
I
like I
both.
said this, a couple videos ago. I hope there's something that they know that we don't. Because
Right.
and look, like I said, I hope to one day be your favorite armchair GM's favorite armchair GM. So I'm embracing that role. Everybody was like, "Oh, all y'all armchair GMs out there." Yes, yes, I am armchair
Yes.
GM, and I hope to be
That's what
damn
we
good at
do.
it one day.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. But yeah, I'm hoping that I just it baffled me that cornerback was not something that they sort of prioritized during the draft.
Right. Right.
As much as we got hit with the injury bug last year, and then late in the season, now mind you, if it was CJ Henderson fault on a play or two, coverage, they said it was a miscommunication in coverage, but that was 3 touchdowns given up to one player. You had CJ Henderson, Keith Taylor, and then I think Xavier Woods was supposed to come over the top on one play and didn't. So
Yeah.
hey, let me tell you, that Tampa Bay game, I saw enough. I saw
Yeah.
enough. If you see how we held up during the first part of the season and the middle of the season, when we have J.C. Horn and Dante Jackson healthy and together, there's I would say it's not that much pressure on everybody, below them as far as who got to come in. But when them guys are thrust into those starting roles, it's
Right.
it doesn't pan out right. And I think there needs to be a refresh in the talent below our starters.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But Kevin, Rajon ran in I think it was like high 4.3s, low 4.4s at his pro day. Yeah.
Boy, I got some
Let's
burn on
see.
him.
Yeah, Dante also got slower. I don't know about that one, Kevin. He may be a little slower once he come back from this Achilles tendon
Yeah,
tear,
he's still pretty
but
quick. Yeah.
he still can move, dog.
hmm Oh,
He can
and
still
Rock Jones,
move.
thank you, man. He said keep up the good work for our Panthers, man. We appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you.
Yeah, Rob, appreciate that, man. I know. Yeah, Kevin, we were expecting to call a corner too in that third round, especially with Kaylee Ringer was still available. Like I said,
Man,
that
oh my
that whole
God.
third round for DJ John, I don't agree with it. But when
Yeah.
you had, in my opinion, one of the top corners that was still on the board,
Yes.
6'2", 207 pounds, run a 4.35 40.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
It,
man.
yeah.
I that to me that I yeah, I still
Yeah.
can't wrap my head completely around that one, but it's okay. That's why I wanted to wait till after the draft and the undrafted free agents, because I was like, depending on what we do with undrafted free agents, going to determine my overall grade for them. And then when I
Mm-hmm.
saw that they brought in 3 other cornerbacks as undrafted free agents, I was like, okay, well. That to
Yeah.
me that gave a overall better grade. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like you said, it was kind of a reach to me because, like you said, Kaylee Ringo was there, and DJ Johnson may have still, even if they because Kaylee Ringo ended up going what in the fourth round, was it? Was it the fourth round to Philly?
Uh end of the third round.
End
He
of the
didn't go
third
to
round?
Philly. He didn't go to Philly. Or did
Kaylee
he?
Ringo?
I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what? Yes, he did.
yeah.
Yes, he did.
The Philadelphia Bulldogs. And
Yeah.
they done got all them boys. They might as well move down to somewhere in the southeast and park themselves in SEC country. I mean, they
Yeah.
whole defense is nothing but nothing but Georgia players just about. Let me see.
What's up, M7? He is better than CJ Henderson, Keith Taylor, and Stanley Allen Thomas.
Preach,
Thomas.
preach,
Yes, that's facts.
preach.
And you know
Say it
what?
louder.
I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if CJ Henderson isn't on the roster come starting day. Because they
Yeah.
declined his fifth year option. They declined that. So
Mm-hmm.
he's still on a rookie deal. So
Yeah. He got
if he
camp to
gets
prove himself.
outperformed, yeah, if he gets outperformed between now and when the regular season starts, he can actually find himself off the team.
Mm-hmm.
So watch
Yep.
that space when it comes to him.
Yeah, he got training camp. He got OTAs and training camp to try and prove his worth and three preseason
Yeah,
games. He got that much to prove his worth. But yeah, I agree. He could potentially be better than all of them.
yeah.
It said he expects
I
5 or 6 undrafted guys to make the team. Hey, I agree. I
yeah,
agree.
that's me, Rock. I got five in a strong possible, man. I, I'm big. I got five in a strong possible. You
5 in
know,
the possible.
it might make it. I might make six, depending on
Mm-hmm.
how the hand play out. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm just at a five in a strong possible, man.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, who we got next, man?
All right, hold on 1 second. I accidentally knocked my mouse off the table here. Nico Bolden, safety,
Yes,
Kent
Nico
State.
Bolden. Kent State, 6'3", 213 pounds. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
he's a little bigger. I thought it was like 205. But yeah, he ran a 4.44 40 at the combine with a 41-inch vertical. He's a safety slash linebacker, so he's that hybrid. He's definitely a box safety or a
Mm-hmm.
dime linebacker. He didn't give up any um spectacular um defensive plays like
Yeah.
interceptions and things like that because he predominantly played in the box, but he gives you that scheme versatility. That's another chess piece that you can play with. If you need him at
Mm-hmm.
safety or if you need him as a dom linebacker or
Oh yeah.
as a big nickel. He has the size, the speed. He's tough, physical, and plays downhill. So I
Mm-hmm.
like that. I like that. That we were definitely lacking in the safety position the past couple years, especially when we had a turn to Sam Franklin and the other guy. Both of them played at Temple. I can't
Burris.
not no no not Justin Burris. The other guy,
I
Justin
don't
Burris
know.
with NC State.
Wasn't
There
Burris the one
was
you hate
another.
so much?
No, I didn't necessarily hate him, but Burris was just slow, and he was slow coming out of college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why they switched him from cornerback to safety because he didn't
Gotcha.
have the fluidity in the hips or the catch up speed to play corner. So they felt like he was better at safety. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I can't remember the other guy name. Oh God. He
Let me
was
see. Sam
short,
Franklin,
5'10",
Justin
5'11".
Burris.
Whenever
I
we went single high safety,
uh
they were torches little ass.
oh God, I can
It
see him, but
was
I can't think of his name.
it was just like it was a given. If we went single high safety, oh my God, it
Yeah.
was over. It was over.
I can
But
see him.
anyway,
I can see him, but I can't think of his name.
yeah.
But could you think about could this be a possibility? You got Nico Bolden here. Now, just say he pans out and makes the team. Could you see him being kind of like a Jeremy Chin-esque role? Kind of fitting into
Yes.
sort of that same mold. If he, he
Yes.
probably he got the height. He might have to put on a little bit of weight, a little bit of muscle. Because I think Chin is slightly big. Well, yeah, he's
Chin
big.
like 220.
Okay.
220. Yeah, he
All
like
right.
220.
Couple
So
Bo-Berry
they
biscuits, he'll be there.
yeah, couple
Couple
no
Bo-Berry
doubt. No
biscuits, yeah.
doubt.
Mhm.
Okay. So who's next? Who we got next?
All right. Bumper Pool.
Bumper Pool, inside linebacker out of Arkansas, 6'2", 232 pounds. Now this guy here was a 3-year starter and team captain at Arkansas. All-time leading tackler at Arkansas with 441 tackles. He's very instinctive, downhill thumper. You know me, I like them linebackers stick their nose in mama kitchen and find out what's cooking. And he's a good tackler.
Oh, yeah.
The main knock on him is his speed. He doesn't have good
Mhm.
recovery speed. But if he
Yeah.
can rely more on his instinct than he can on his speed, I think he will be okay. Because
Yeah.
I don't believe personally that we have a inside linebacker right now that likes to play downhill. And this guy
Yeah.
right here, he'll stick his nose in there. Now everything that we heard about Drew Sanders from Arkansas, but this is the guy that was the leading tackler, for the
Mhm.
past 2 years. And I think he made second team all SEC the past 2 years,
Mhm.
2021 and 2022. So
Yeah,
good
Bumper the
tackler.
Thumper.
Yeah, bumper to you know what? Bumper thumper.
Yeah.
Bumper thumper. So
Yeah, but I
yeah,
mean,
I think
he he's good. They say he could be a little bit of a liability in coverage, you know,
yeah.
but that's something he can work on. That's something he can work on. But you know, as far as having the inside linebacker that is a tackling machine, I think that's a good base. That's a good foundation to start from. And then you can work on him on, the other things that he needs to kind of, catch up on. Because, I think our linebacker situation is to me, just me personally, it's kind of weird right now. And like you said, and
Okay.
it's in the early stages of what Evero wants to do. Because like I said, they got a plan. We just don't know the plan yet. Because you got Shaq and you got Louvu, and we got Brandon Smith. Now Brandon Smith is another one. He was kind of drafted by the last regime that was here, and we still don't know what he can do yet. So
Yeah, you gotta
you
stay
know,
healthy. That's number one.
got to stay healthy. But
Gotta stay
if
healthy.
somebody like Bumperpool can slide in and make the team, that might be another depth piece that they can work on and they can mold and get them to play how they want them to play. But we'll see.
Right.
To
All
me,
right.
that out the inside linebacker position to me, I think it's okay. You got Shaq, you got Frankie, but I'm still kind of iffy on them in coverage. So, but
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
Well,
That's just my opinion.
it also it's also a good opportunity for him to make the team because you need quality depth behind Shaq Thompson and Frankie Louvu,
Yes.
going into the season. Because last year with Frankie Louvu, those were the most snaps that he has played in a season thus far. So
Mhm.
he held up pretty good, but that can start put a little wear and tear on you. So it's good to have someone that can come in and that can sub for either one of them for
Mhm.
for him or Shaq. But like I said, Shaq is definitely not getting any younger.
No.
So this can be someone that can be a future replacement because Shaq only restructured or signed a new contract for 2 years.
Yeah. This and
So
next year, right?
you're right, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
So Bumper Pool is someone based off that and his production
Mhm.
at Arkansas. I think he's a very good candidate to make the team.
Okay.
All right, who we got next?
All right. We have Nash Jensen from North Dakota State.
6'4", 328 pounds. Now I didn't get a chance to watch any tape on this guy. Um, at the combine, first team FCS All American. He's a 4-year starter. I do know that. He
Mm-hmm.
has the record for the most games played at North Dakota State, which is 70, and started 55 of those games. So
Yeah.
he comes from a system that they are technique sound. You
Mm-hmm.
know, North Dakota State remind me of some high school, some middle school. It's like a farm team. It's like they got no matter who the head coach is, no matter who
Mm-hmm.
the players are, they got a structure, and it's like everybody, get used to and play into that structure,
Yep.
and you're gonna be successful. Just
Mm-hmm.
sort of like Bill Belichick in New England. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh
no
yeah.
matter who Bill had in New England, you played the Patriot way, and you were
Mm-hmm.
successful. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, but this
Yes.
guy here, 6'4", 328 pounds, okay run blocker. He's very durable, and he said he has good technique as a pass blocker. And he was
Mm-hmm.
a very high priority free agent that a lot of other teams were trying to sign, but Carolina got him. And I think James Campen can work his guru magic, and make
Mm-hmm.
something out of this young guy. And also,
Yeah.
you can never have too much depth in the trenches. Like I always say, you build your team from the inside out. So on the
Mm-hmm.
offensive line and defensive line, you can never have too many good players. There ain't no such thing as too many good players.
Yeah,
Well, what's your
exactly.
take on Nash Jensen?
And just like you said, Campham's gonna get him straight because they said he fails to keep rolling through first contact in the run game, and he loses potential leverage due to hand placement. I mean, I think those are
Yeah.
both things that they can work on with him and get right. Rock Jones said
Okay.
Jensen makes the team. Yeah, man. Hey, let me tell you, like I said, we need all the depth because I said this in our other video. Everybody's talking about Bryce Young and how he's small and his frame is small and whatnot. Well, the best way to protect that. Sorry, let me hit the mic. The best way to protect that young man is to get him a line. Okay.
That's
And you
right.
can't just stop at the starters. You can have
That's
great
right.
starters and you can have garbage juice trash backups. Okay. So
Preach.
you got to have your starters and you got to have quality depth that if a starter misses a game or two, plug and play somebody else in and you don't miss a beat. If the starter misses a significant amount of time, it's same thing. Plug and play, and your line doesn't miss a beat. So yeah, I'm happy with all of the talent they brought in on the offensive line because we got lucky last year. We got
Yeah.
extremely lucky, and the
Until
injury
that last
bug did not
game.
hit our offensive line until the very last game, and it took out both of our guards. But we had Cade Mays, who is a very capable backup who can play across the whole line. And then we still had who was it, Michael Jordan that filled in for that last game. And and he did good in that limited amount of playing time where he had to play. So yeah. But we all,
Okay.
and think about our secondary. Think about what would happen if our offensive line would have had injuries earlier on. It may have been a situation where it looked just like our secondary did. Once you get past the starter, you just like, I don't know.
No, no, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. So these are my five. Here's my strong possible right here. Come on with the next one.
Strong possible.
Cam Peoples, running back, Appalachian State, 6'1", 217 pounds. Now, one thing about Cam, he's a one cut north south runner. He
Yes.
don't he don't
Yes.
waste no time in the hole. He ain't
Mm-mm.
pitty patting around. He's gonna hit it. He gonna see the
Mhm.
hole, hit the hole. If he supposed to hit the 3 gap, or the 5 gap, that's the hole he
Mhm.
gonna hit. Ain't no, you don't usually see him with no cutback.
Yeah.
But he's a better outside runner than inside. That's what they say.
Mhm.
To me, he's just an all around good running back. the one knock on him is his hands. He can't really catch worth a damn.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, nah.
definitely need to get better with his hands. But as far as his size, I like his determination. You
Mm-hmm.
know, he can get the tough yards. Now he do need to work on his feet. He
Yeah.
need to get better feet. But I think that will come with time and with Deuce Staley as the running backs coach. I'm sure Deuce will get him right. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
this young man right here definitely offers you that size and that physical downhill running that we don't currently have at the time. So,
Exactly.
but because the way the running back position is right now, that's why I say he's a strong possible because he would have, in my opinion, he would have to have a strong OTAs and training camp and
Mm-hmm.
preseason to knock one of those other two running backs out, out the mix. And I don't see it being Chuba Hubbard or Miles Sanders. So right here in
Yeah.
Blackshear, you
Mm-hmm.
on the clock, my brother.
Yeah. Well, no, not necessarily, because the thing about Blackshear offers return capabilities, if I'm not mistaken. Was it him or was it
Yeah,
somebody
yeah,
else
he
I'm thinking
does.
about? Yeah.
No, right here,
So
Blackshear.
okay. Cam Peoples would have to come in and have one hell of a camp, hell of a preseason, and he would really have to show, like, if you want a power back, I am it.
Yeah,
He's definitely, and I like that you put him as a strong possible, because
yeah,
I think he's needed. Okay. I think he's needed. Foreman was our, you know, power back slash just, all around tailback. Okay.
right,
But we got Miles Sanders, shifty. I mean, now he can run up the middle, great hands, catches, does it all. You got Chuba Hubbard. He's, still a little bit shorter. He's Chuba. His hands went from being cinder blocks like Xavier Woods to now, he got a little bit of mold into him. He can catch a little bit. He's worked on it.
right,
But
right,
you know, now if this was last year's team and that power game, persona that we took on, and he was on the roster or whatever, I mean, he probably fit right in. You get what I'm saying?
right.
But he's definitely, in my opinion, going to have an uphill challenge, trying to make this team. He's going to have to go out there and prove to the coaching staff that he has something that, that they can't live without. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like he's got to
yeah.
show them something that, like, we have to have him on the team. Whether he plays special teams at first, but something that when they call on him, he'll answer the bell that nobody else on the roster has. So, but I'm
I
rooting for him
agree.
though. I'm rooting for
I
him.
agree. I agree. I agree with that assessment. Myself. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So those are my five and a strong possible to to make the 53-man roster. Now there's
Mm-hmm.
definitely uh holes that need to be filled. I feel that it's going to be filled for the practice squad. And there's also two other corners that Carolina signed as undrafted free agents, and that's Kobe Richardson, cornerback out of LSU, and Mark Milton, another
Mm-hmm.
cornerback out of Baylor.
Yeah.
Um Now from Richardson, there's not a lot of tape on him. Um, but from my understanding, just from reading, he sounds like more of a project,
Mm-hmm.
someone that hasn't played a whole lot of ball,
Yeah.
that's probably gonna need some time to develop some good coaching. Mark Milton played last year, was a starter for Baylor. Like I said, I haven't watched much film on him either. But the fact that we brought in some other corners, those are
Mm-hmm.
two of the three that we brought in. So I just think rookie minicamp is next week, and
Yeah.
then I think they have time off before OTA start. So as time goes on, we'll start getting a better read, a better feel for these guys when more information is being put out there about
Mm-hmm.
them. But I also think there's some other cornerbacks for other teams that when you look at their rosters, you like they ain't nowhere in the world they can keep all these corners like Philly. Philly has a plethora of cornerbacks on their roster. Not all those cornerbacks are going to make that team. So when
Yeah.
guys start getting cut, I'm pretty sure we're going to keep our ears to the waiver wire, things of that nature. You're going to see pieces being moved in and out, and hopefully it's for the better.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, those
Okay.
were our free agents. I wanted to kind of get into another topic here real quick, Tony. What do you
Okay, what's
think
that?
about all this this buzz and everybody in their feelings because Fitterer and Frank Wright, they named Andy Dalton the start, it's QB1 as of right now. What do you think about all that?
I think a lot of that is people that don't understand football.
Okay.
And why do I say that? I'm glad you asked. Because anytime that you have a rookie quarterback and you sign a veteran quarterback to be the backup, that veteran
Mhm.
quarterback is signed for two reasons, primarily two reasons: to be the backup and to teach the rookie the ins and outs of the league. Okay,
Yeah.
but he's also there for a third reason, as an insurance policy. There's
Mhm.
no way that Frank Wright is going to just hand the keys and just come out and say it. Oh,
Yeah.
Bryce Young is going to be our day one starter. Why would he do that? You haven't proved anything to deserve to be the number one start to be the number one starter. He he
Mhm.
he did what he did to prove that he deserved to be the first overall pick.
Yeah.
That's college.
Mhm.
You did that. Kudos, give him that. But
Yeah.
what have you shown of done yet to warrant being the starter? Not saying that he asked for it because he didn't, but for
Mhm.
people to think just because they came out and said that, that's been said every year. No
Mhm.
matter the team, no matter the rookie they draft, they always say the veteran is the starter.
Yeah.
Always. And a lot of times it's for the benefit of the rookie. Okay?
Mhm.
Because say just because we drafted him, say something happens, or
Yeah.
say he's not prepared for whatever reason. I don't believe that to be the case, but just say that he's not ready.
Mhm.
You got Andy Dalton, a 9-year starter in this league, a proven veteran, okay,
Mhm.
that can step in and run the offense and get you a couple wins, or
Mhm.
hold it down till the rookie is ready. Now, Bryce Young. If he's ready, week one, then by all means, put him
Yeah.
out there.
Starter.
Let him do that.
Mhm.
But there's nothing to read into by them naming him the starter right now. That's
I agree.
that's yeah. Ain't
I
that
agree.
that's a nothing burger, as they say in the
Nothing
political
burger.
world. That's a nothing burger.
Yeah. But and I also think too that okay, it's already enough pressure on him being the number one pick in the draft. Okay. They came in, they had all this fanfare, his name is all over the stadium. They done got the was it the Bryce's, right? I done seen a page called
Yeah,
Bryce Center. It's all kind of stuff. So and in his first when he first got to Charlotte in his first press conference, the thing that Bryce Young said, he said, I don't feel like I'm entitled to anything. Anything. He wants to come in, he wants to prove to everybody that he deserves whatever whatever they decide to do with him, and they name him the starter, he wants to feel like he has earned that starting spot. And that's what I
that's
like
right.
about him.
That's
And
right.
like you said, it's not like he's in one of these situations where he just came to this trash team that just had nobody. Andy Dalton,
Right.
yeah, he's Andy Dalton, but Andy Dalton is a very capable player, and even if, like you said, even if he is the starter day one, he'll be a very capable starter, and he would be a very capable backup if he's not the starter. And another thing too, he has a lot of experience that he can give to Bryce Young because Andy Dalton was a starter in his rookie season. So there's a lot of things
Yes,
that
it
he can pass
was.
on, pass on to him. But yeah, that man's already got enough stuff on his plate, and for them to say, "Oh yeah, he's gonna start day one," and he just got drafted a week or so ago, a week ago. Yeah, nah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've
Like
seen I've seen a lot of people getting upset and this and that, and yeah, just chill out, calm down, sit back, and let the magic happen, as they say. That's all I
yeah,
got to say.
like Bryce Young ain't even put on a pair of shoulder pads yet. I don't even know if he even put on his practice jersey yet.
Yeah,
Like
he did for a
that,
picture.
there's nothing football related happening right now. So
Hmm.
everybody just sit back, just take a chill pill. Everything gonna be okay. If he is who we thought he is, who we thought he was when we drafted him, and the
Hmm.
reasons why we drafted him, then there's no doubt in my mind that he'll be ready week one. But Frank Wright don't have to come out and name him the starter right off the bat.
Exactly. Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He really doesn't. Okay, now I know we talked about this a little bit in our last video, but for everybody that's watching in the chat, if you haven't heard yet, Bank of America's the naming rights for the stadium for Bank of America Stadium is going to be the contract is going to be up after the 2024 season. Okay. So
Yeah.
the phrase protect the bank or BOA, as a lot of people call it, been popular for a long time. So I just want to know, anybody in the chat, what would you think would be a nice company or a good company to come in and get the naming rights, something catchy. Our last video, like I said, if you live in Charlotte, you kind of know this. I put a Spirit Halloween, across the stadium. And because if like I said, if you live here, any building that is not occupied come Halloween, for the most part, has a Spirit Halloween sign on it. And then at the end of the month, Halloween is over, they disappear like a ghost until the next year. So, you know,
Hey, I came up with a name
trickers.
after I recorded Trick or Treat Stadium, man. Hey, hey, I don't see nothing wrong with it, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Trick or Treat Stadium is here for the win. This is the
Yeah.
way. But
This is the
listen,
way.
eh, let's put the link back out there, and man, Kevin, Rock, somebody, y'all come and join us on
Yeah.
on the live, man, and let's
It's
talk
it's
about
pinned in
this.
the
'Cause,
chat. Yeah, if anybody wants
yeah,
to come in and talk with us, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. But I will let me see, I'll put it in there again.
okay, we may have some people in now that wasn't in at the beginning when you first did it. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if anybody want to come in and join us and give your thoughts, or like I say, I brought up Spirit Halloween is just a joke. I know there's no way in God's green earth they would ever get the name rights to the stadium. But like I said, if you live in and around the Charlotte area, you'll get what I'm saying.
got any takers yet?
No, not yet. But while we wait on somebody, we talked about this too in our last video. Um,
Okay.
you got the tweet that Matt Corral put out, about the father told him that, he doesn't need to stay where he's not wanted, and and don't say nothing. Some old mess. It was, he put it up
Yeah.
there and then quickly deleted it. But I will double down and say again, the internet is always undefeated. You should not put stuff on there and expect nobody to see it and think you can take it down real quick and dodge a bullet. Yeah,
Yeah.
the internet is always in first place when it comes to that.
You know,
You you will never get something up off the internet before somebody sees it. In my opinion.
I hate it for Matt Corral in a situation like that because this is a young man coming out of Ole Miss who has a history of alcohol abuse. Okay,
Mhm.
is not a hidden secret or anything like that. It's something that he has talked about openly,
Yeah.
turning his life around and helping other people out that were going through the similar things such as he was. And I have a problem when someone says they I I don't like it when someone comes out and say, I don't feel like I want it, and I'm not going to be somewhere where I'm not appreciated. Well, in the sport of football,
Mm.
you were drafted by you were drafted by Matt Rule,
Mhm.
who at the same time the offensive coordinator Ben McAdoo is the one that really wanted you.
Whew,
Okay,
Lord have mercy.
this year head coach is Frank Wright, and offensive coordinator is Thomas Brown. Neither
Mhm.
one of them was here when you were drafted. Okay,
Yeah.
then they don't have any tape on you besides what you did in college, right? You were
Mhm.
hurt your rookie year. Liz Frank, broken foot pretty much, done
Yeah.
for the season. So you're back healthy now. Frank Wright came out and said he came in at 220, looked
Look good.
good, running good. You know, you gotta have you gotta have something to hang your hat on before you can justify whether someone don't value you
Yeah.
or you're somewhere where you're not wanted. You don't
Mhm.
know that.
Yeah, he
You
has no
don't know
NFL
that.
tape.
You don't know that. Now, unless they have come out and told you flat out, we looking to shop you, we looking to
Yeah.
trade you. You know what I'm saying? You don't fit our scheme.
Mhm.
Then I can see justification in you feeling the way that you feel. You know what I mean? But just to come out and put something out there on the internet, the world wide web.
Mhm.
Listen, I tell people this all the time. The internet is not a place where you want to put something out there from an emotional standpoint. Don't be an emotional uh tweeter. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Don't get all in your feelings and then go type something and put it out there and be like, damn, 20 seconds later you
Let
wish
me
you
delete
couldn't
this.
you yeah. It's too late then. It's too
Mhm.
late. Me personally, I fully believe in not trying to live your life through social media. Social media is the devil, okay? And it's gonna give you 9 times out of 10, it's gonna give you the opposite of what you put into it.
Indeed.
And I say that because there are so many bad actors out there. There are so many people out there praying for your downfall, waiting for you to fail, waiting for you to slip up. They don't want to see you succeed. They don't want to see you
Mm.
happy.
All right, Deacon Bryant.
Why why give those people the room or the capacity to live your life with you?
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Mhm.
Like I don't get it. I don't do it. I don't put my life out there on social media. I don't talk about my wife or my daughter or my sister. Like that's listen, I get it if other people like to and that's what they do. I'm not knocking it. I'm just
Mhm.
saying from what I've seen historically, it has been shown that the internet will devour you if you let
Yeah,
it.
this is
You
true.
know,
Yeah.
it will
And
devour you. And especially if you're an athlete, you definitely
mhm.
have to be careful 5 times as much
Oh yeah.
because you're trying to reach a certain level. You're trying to elevate. And the minute that you say something that can be taken out of context, taken the wrong way, or it's too late for you to come out and say, "Well, I didn't mean it that way." Well, it's out there now, partner.
Mhm.
Because just like we talking about it, a lot of
Everybody
other
talking
people have
about it.
already talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin said he said he think it's crappy that they put him out there without good protection. I definitely agree. Said that kid was
Yeah.
running for his life. I second that as well. And so I do agree that he needs to keep his feelings to himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just a
Yeah.
ill-timed tweet. And like I said, the internet always comes in first when it comes to people seeing stuff. And yeah. So, but yeah, Kevin, I
Right.
agree with your whole comment there. I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely put you use that fuel in a positive and a proper way
Mm-hmm.
and make them regret not giving you a chance. Make them regret drafting Bryce Young over you.
Yeah.
That's how I would approach it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
True.
how I would approach it. Cause look, you
Mm-hmm.
still getting a check. You still getting paid.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So Tony,
Yeah.
one more thing before we get out of here. What do you think about the Panthers playing in Germany? Not this season, but next season. I'm reading some stuff where they said we're gonna play the Kansas City Chiefs.
Let me tell you, I'm all for it. I've
Mhm.
already discussed it with my publicist, my HR director.
But you got
Cause
a
if I'm not
publicist.
yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Germany is only like about a 6 hour flight from where I'm located at right now.
Mhm.
So it ain't it ain't no thing for me. We're
All right.
already scheduled to 2023 go
Mhm.
over to the UK. I don't care
Okay.
who's playing in the UK, but we're gonna catch a game in the UK. We've been meaning to go these past couple years, but because of the pandemic and restrictions and all that kind of stuff,
Mhm.
we put it on the back burner. But yeah, this year I'm hoping to catch a game in
Okay.
London this year. But
Mhm.
I definitely have my eyes set on 2024 for that Panthers Chiefs game.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm just, I'm glad anytime the Panthers can get, more exposure, especially on the world stage like that, because that's going to be a game that everybody's going to be watching, because it's going to be early in the morning. I remember when
Yeah.
they played Tampa Bay a couple years back when they still had a famous Jameis. Old boy set out there first pass of the game, interception. And I think it was after
Yeah.
that season where he went and got his LASIK eye surgery, so he could see a little better. But yeah, I'm always happy for our Panthers being out there and having more eyes on them. And what I'm hoping and praying that happens is, our team will be much improved by then. And it's not just
Yeah.
oh, well, the Panthers are going to go out there and get killed by the Chiefs. I'm hoping it'll be a situation where it's like, oh, okay, well, this might actually, this will be a good game. Everybody want to tune in
Right.
and watch,
Right.
not saying anything, not trying to put anything out. Well, I want to put out there, I hope the Panthers are better. But I'm not trying to say like, oh, it's gonna be must watch, must see TV or anything. But I hope that it could be, and I like the fact that they'll be on on the biggest stage.
Yeah, definitely with that.
Hmm.
So what's up, Kevin? You gonna come and get on the live with us, man?
Kev said, "Let's go to Germany, boys."
I'm about to slide up to Kevin's dojo
Hmm.
next time I'm in Charlotte.
He said, "Yes, man." But you, Kev, you want to, man? The link is in the chat right there. If you want to come up,
Yeah, the link is in the chat.
shoot. You see our boy, early in the week, Derek, as we like to call him, Derek Dump Truck Brown got his 5th-year option. So I'm glad to see that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Kevin, my bad. I meant to say Hendersonville, not Huntersville. Yeah, Hendersonville,
Hendersonville,
sir. My
sir.
bad. My apologies, sir.
Yeah, he said, "Get that shit right." Oh man. Well, yeah. Well, shoot. Well, thank you everybody for joining us today. And I just want to go through like I did last time. And Kim Folk NC, Kimberly Bell, my sister, um, my mother-in-law, Miss Laverne, Kevin, got Rock Jones, everybody that joined us in the chat, you know, took your time out of your Sunday. Come and check us out, hang with us. Listen to two cousins talk about their favorite team. So we appreciate that
Already.
and we thank you. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment, turn on notification bell, excuse me, so you know when our videos come out. And we appreciate all the love and support that everybody is out there has shown us. Oh, and let me say this, I almost forgot. We are and there's my wife Janelle. Hey babe, how you doing? And for
What's up,
everybody
cousin?
out there, we are at 487 subscribers last time I checked before we started. I don't know if that's changed since then, but we are close to our next goal of 500. And I want to go ahead and say this now. Okay. I think it's a possibility. I think we can make it happen. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers by at least the first game of the season. Okay. I think that's possible.
I think
So,
that's realistic.
yeah, if you're out there, share this with your family, your friends, your co-workers, any Panther fans you may know. Tell them to come check us out. Go back through, watch our videos, leave us a like, leave us a comment. Tell us what you think, and we appreciate all of you. Yeah, Tony, you got anything you want to say?
Um, just basically everything that you just said, and we one thing I have noticed is that looking at our analytics after each video, there's about 72% of our viewers who haven't subscribed. So if you would be so kind to click that subscribe button,
Oh yeah.
it'll take but a couple seconds. If you like our videos, if you like what you're seeing,
Mm-hmm.
just come and join the family. And
Mm-hmm.
we also always looking for feedback. Tell us some of the things that you want us to discuss, or if there's a certain question that you need answered, or anything of that nature, or if there's something that about the show that you don't like that you feel like we may need to change. We are open ears. We new to this. I think we're doing pretty good so far, just being newbies to it. But
Oh
we
yeah.
we can always there's always room to grow,
Oh
and
yeah.
we're never too good for criticism.
Oh
So
yeah.
feel free to let us know the good, the bad, the ugly.
Mm-hmm.
Give us something that, topics to talk about other than what we normally talk about. And again, hit that subscribe button.
Oh yeah. And
And don't
Kevin,
forget,
thank
yeah.
you. We
Go
appreciate
ahead.
you. Kev say he keep putting our name out there. That's what I'm talking about, Kev. Tell the streets
Yeah,
about
we
us.
appreciate that, Kevin. We definitely appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
But no, those are my final thoughts, man.
Well, all right, everybody. I appreciate y'all joining us, and we're gonna try to do this live thing at least once a week. And for anybody out there, y'all want to come in, chat with us, you can come on the stream with us, you talk, and we love to hear somebody else's opinion besides ours.
Right,
All
exactly.
right.
Hey, Kevin,
Yeah.
we always appreciate you, man. So, and feel free, like we said, drop comments. Let us, matter of fact, don't forget to let us know which of the undrafted free agents that you
Yes.
feel can be possible, that could possibly make the 53-man roster, or
Mm-hmm.
even the practice squad. Give us
Indeed.
your take on it. Tell us why.
Mm-hmm.
And we can go back and forth if necessary. All right. We always look forward to hear from you guys.
All right. Catch you later, Kim, folk. All right, y'all. We love y'all. Be safe out there. And till next time, keep pounding.